Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're back here in London, but we're not staying here for long. We're going to head up to Worcester, so let's do this. So since we are heading to Worcester, we're not going to go direct like you could if you were going from Paddington or something. It's going to be quite not a straightforward route as ever with me, but we are going to start off by heading up to Euston. So we're just here to catch the bus to either King's Cross or to Euston, and then we'll walk from there or get the tube. So we are on the bus. We've just got 4 stops left until just the one outside of Euston, and then we'll walk to there. We're getting the 11:13 train, 2 stops, Nuneaton, and then we get off at Stoke-on-Trent. So we have made it to Euston. It's about 10:55 now. Our train, as I said on the bus, is the 11:13 up to Manchester Piccadilly. So we should have about 15 minutes once we get inside to buy the ticket, and then maybe get on the train, film a couple other trains maybe if we have enough time. So let's get on board. So I'm just here on the platform at Euston, platform 3. Our train leaves in, I would say, about 5 minutes maybe. So it's about an hour, just under an hour to Nuneaton, the first stop. And then from there it's about just over half an hour to our stop, Stoke-on-Trent. So it shouldn't be too long, just an hour and a half, set in standard class, but they're the Pendolinos, the ones that we got up to Milton Keynes that time. So they're quite a nice, cosy seat, and they're good for these journeys that they do. So let's get on board and check it out. So we have left Euston. We left about 10 seconds early there, so just got a quick head start on our journey up to Stoke-on-Trent. It's an 11-car train. This coach is fairly empty, but there's other coaches in the train that are quite a bit busy, so this is quite nice. The onboard shop isn't open yet, but once it opens we might go there, get water or something nice. But yeah, so far so good. That right there is Milton Keynes, which means we're about 25% of the way through our journey up to Stoke-on-Trent. So I'm just here between the carriages on this Class 390. I think this is coach D, so there's just one more up to coach C, which is where the food car thing is. So I'm just going to go there, get something, maybe like a water or an apple juice, see what they have on offer, and then head back to my seat because we're approaching Nuneaton. I think we get there in about 10-15 minutes, and then as I said, it's just 30 to 35 minutes up to Stoke-on-Trent from there.
Service now arriving into Nuneaton. If you're leaving the train, please ensure you've got all your luggage and personal belongings with you, and take care stepping from the train to the platform. Change here for services towards Leicester from platform 7, Birmingham New Street platform number 6, and customers for Leamington Spa platform 1. This is Nuneaton.
Hello and welcome to the toilet here on the Pendolino Class 390. We're about 15 minutes outside of Stoke-on-Trent now. Once we get there we have a 15-minute wait for our stopping train down to Stafford. It's only got one stop, but there's other services I think on cross country that just does it direct. So yeah, not long to go. In terms of the toilet here, it's got a mirror here, standard, quite small, but that's what's expected. It's a very good toilet for standard class and fairly clean as well. So head back to our seat. So we are back at our seat and it's time for a mini seat review. I don't know if I did one on the time we were on the Class 390 when we went to Milton Keynes, but we've got the headrests here, quite comfortable, easy to sleep on, especially on their journeys. They're like 5 hours up to Glasgow. Big enough tray table here, 2 hands there. It's a bit stiff, but it stows away quite easily. Up here, we've got a nice little reading light, and then we've got window and the blind as well. So overall, good little seat. So we are here at Stoke-on-Trent station. We just saw our train leave just there. There's a Northern Class 323, one of my favourite trains actually. There is a train actually going to Stafford earlier, but it's a cross-country one, so they're always busy, and also it doesn't stop at Stone, and I don't know, we're just going to get the stop one because it's a bit more fun, and also it means we have time to get our tickets for the rest of the day here, so we're just going to cross the platform. I think you have to go on the underpass, or maybe the footbridge, and then we'll go there, get the ticket, and we'll see what happens from there. So here we are, we're on our train. It stops at Stone in 10 minutes, and then 10 minutes after that Stafford, and that's where this train terminates and also where we get off. We've got about a 4 or 8 minute connection. We can get 2 different trains at Stafford, but I'll explain about that once we get there. Yeah, it's a Class 350, just 4 coaches, London Euston Railway. We're just about to set off from Stoke-on-Trent here, I think in a minute and a half. So here we are, we've made it to Stafford. I can actually see our train coming there, and that's the one on the announcement. It's the train to London Euston. It's another Avanti. We're just going 2 stops to Sandwell and Dudley, I think it's called. And it's an Avero, it's not going to be another Pendolino, it's a new train. It's one of the IETs, but they're one of the trains that replaced the Voyagers. So let's get on board and check it out. So we're here on our Class 807 Avero Avanti West Coast train. I have to say I really love these trains. We're only on it for about half an hour, 2 stops to Sandwell and Dudley, because this train is a stopping service to London Euston via Birmingham. So that's why it stops at Sandwell and Dudley. I'll explain what we're going to do from there once we get there, but these are by far the best IETs out there in the UK for how well they're done out in the interior. I have just wonderful. This headrest are really nice, the seats are really comfy, and the longest, like, it looks quite good as well, so thumbs up from me. So we're here now at Sandwell and Dudley train station. We're on platform 1, I think. Well, the one we came in on, and we leave also on this platform. Our train comes in about 4 minutes. It's delayed, but as I said, we'll still make our connection. Basically, we're going to take this train 2 stops to Smethwick Rolfe Street, and then make a connection there after about 3 minutes. Back up the line to the stop that we would have gone through at Smethwick Galton Bridge. That just means our connection at Smethwick Galton Bridge is a bit shorter. But yeah, fairly empty station. That's our train. So yeah, this should be fun because I think it's a class 730, which I've never got on before. So we're here at Smethwick Rolfe Street, just got off our class 730 here, and now we're just going to switch platforms here and go to platform 2 to catch our train. 1 stop, 2-minute journey back to Smethwick Galton Bridge, and from there we have about a 5-minute connection, but it's not on the same like track that you have to just do like a 2-minute walk from platform 3 to platform 1. But yeah, just got a minute to make this change. Should make it just down there. I think I can hear our train coming. Hopefully not, hopefully that's a different one. So we're here on the other platforms now at Smethwick Galton Bridge, and we're just waiting for our train. It's in about 2 minutes to Kidderminster. We're just going to go, I think it's about 6 stops, to Stourbridge Junction, and I'm sure you can tell what we're going to be doing there, but I'll explain for anyone who's not sure once we get there. But yeah, I think it's just about a 20-minute journey over to Stourbridge Junction. I think the train we're about to get on is going to be a class 172, but it's like, you think it's part of the Turbo Star family, and it is, but it actually looks like an Electro Star from the front because it's got a gangway on these variants, I think. Maybe there's some that don't, but these ones I'm pretty sure do. But yeah, the 730s were quite cool. Not my favourite ones, but I still loved the 805, 807 Vero services that Avanti run, because that's what GWR and LNER and all the ones who have the 800 series trains, that's what they should be doing with them, making them more like that, because that was just really good. So we're just leaving Lye now, just 1 more stop over to Stourbridge Junction, and from there we're going to be getting, I think we're getting at about 47, and we're going to get the 250 Stourbridge Junction to Stourbridge Town, so it's just about 3 minutes on the class 139 people mover carrier. So it's this cool small bus train. I think you might know what I mean once we get there if you don't already know. So we've made it to Stourbridge Town, or Stourbridge, just about a 10-minute walk to the KFC here. That was a really cool train. I didn't get to film it much because I got chatting to a Liverpool fan about Brighton, obviously, but I'll try to film it more on the way back. But it's a really cool, unique little shuttle that they have going on there, because they could easily have put a bus on it that goes back and forth like a busway, or they could have just put a normal train on, like a 2-car 172, but it was nice that they showed some dedication and put something cool. So we're just nearing the KFC here now. It's only about a 5-10 minute walk from Stourbridge Town, so that means that we'll leave at about 3:35 from the KFC, because our train leaves at Stourbridge Town at 3:45, and then it gets into Stourbridge Junction about just before 3:50, and then our train leaves Stourbridge Junction at about 3:57 again. So just on our way to the KFC now, pick up some food, and then we'll do our last leg into Worcester. So we've just had our KFC now, and it's about 3:30. We're just heading back to Stourbridge Town train station. It was a really nice KFC. We sat upstairs, had a quite nice view. It was only of the motorway, but it was really empty, not another person there. Lovely big KFC. KFC was good as ever. And yeah, now just a 5-minute walk back to the train station, and then a 3-minute journey into Stourbridge Junction. So we're here at Stourbridge Town station. We just missed one, the 35, but we were meant to get the 45, so it's fine anyway, just another 10-minute wait. So there we go, we have made it to Stourbridge Junction, and just 2 trains left before we get to Worcester Foregate Street. And our first train is to Worcester Foregate Street, and we're just going to get it to Droitwich Spa. It's actually quicker somehow, and we get an extra train in. So that's what we're going to do. Just there, as we saw, that's why I was saying earlier about the 172 looking like a turbo star, like they have on Northern and Cross Country, with the flat front with no gangway. And then attached to it was a 3-car 172, which did have the gangway. And I think that's going to be the same train, not the same train, but like the same layout of the train that's going to be on our platform. And that train comes in 5 minutes. So we're going to go under the underpass and go to the other platform. So I can see our train just down the line there. It's not a classic Turbo Star 172 with no doorway, but it's got the gangway this time. Just 3 cars. And that will take us, as I said, to Droitwich Spa, which I think is about 20 minutes journey or so, 23. It's about 5 stops or so. So yeah, here it comes. So we're just on our class 172 here, just about 4 minutes outside of Droitwich Spa. Please correct me in the comments if I'm saying that wrong, but I think it's just called Droitwich Spa. And then we've got about a 5-minute connection. But as I speak, we're drawing 1-1 with Leicester at home, but we've got a penalty under review. He's been sent to the screen, our referee, and the penalty is going to happen. So, well, I don't know if we'll convert it, but hopefully we do, and we can get a lead and get a win in this important European game for us, because if we win this, we could get like Europa League and maybe even Champions League. Champions League is like is not going to be able for us really if we lose this game, so hopefully we win this game, and we've got a penalty, so this is a good chance for us to get into the lead and then win. So we're just pulling into Droitwich Spa here just about a minute early. So that should be good. We've got, as I said, a 5-minute connection, I think from the same platform as well. And that will be our last train of the day. We did convert the penalty, so we're winning 2-1 now, thanks to João Pedro, who's actually on the back of my shirt. But yeah, let's get off here. So the train we just got off is now leaving. You can just hear it probably in the background. Our train is going to be quite a cool one actually. It's on a 196, 4 coaches. It's on a train into Hereford from Birmingham New Street. So that's why it's more direct, because it doesn't go into Worcester Shrub Hill, just goes straight to Worcester Foregate Street. So we're on it for one stop. It's about a 10-minute journey, and it's going to be on a 4-car class 196, which is quite a cool train. So yeah, that means we would have done the 390, the 350, the 807, the 730 twice, then the 172 twice, and now the 196 for the last train of today. So our train is here. There's a 172 behind us going back into Dorridge. This is our class 196 to take us to Worcester. So welcome on board this class 196. Very cool train actually. On the interior as well. It's got these kind of winged headrests on the side. Nice little tray table. Someone's left something there. Quite nice seat. I do like the West Midlands moquette actually. The grey with like the dark grey, light grey and orange diamonds in the middle. Quite cool. And now, just to enjoy the view as we go into Worcester.
I'm not massively in trouble, it just means it's another night at the flat, so we do it every night anyway. Just clean it like I find it funny, it's a joke.
So here we are, we have made it to Worcester. This is our hotel room in the Premier Inn city centre, just overlooking this cricket pitch here. On the other side, it overlooks the Severn River. Severn, something like that. This is Worcestershire Cricket Club over here. Don't think anyone's played today, maybe they have. Maybe they'll play tomorrow, I'm not sure. But we're just going to head to a nice Chinese in about half an hour, get some food, come back for the night, and then we can do a bit more exploring tomorrow before we head out back to London. I've not actually planned our route back to London yet, but it will probably be something similar-ish to today. A lot less trains though, more direct, probably only like 3 or 4. But yeah, I'll explain that tomorrow because I don't even know myself what we're going to be doing. But yeah, it was a lovely train mission out here today. I think we did 10 trains. Obviously it was quite cool to do the Class 139 people carrier, I think it's called, which was basically a bus. That was really cool on that branch line there. And the 196 was really cool, as well as the Vero 807 that we were on. And then obviously a couple other trains that we did that I've never been on before. I don't think I've been on the 730 before. So yeah, just going to relax for another 15-20 minutes and then head over to the Chinese. So I'm just here walking down the stairs now. Got the view over there of the River Severn, or Severn, not sure how you say it. But we're just heading to our Chinese restaurant. It's about a 10-minute walk away. It's called Ruby. So the Chinese that we were going to, called Ruby, was fully booked. It was like an eat-in one, so we came back to this place called Fortune House, which is a takeaway only. So we put in our order about like 5 minutes ago. She said it would be 10 minutes. Just picked up a Dr. Pepper Cherry Crush from the offie down the road. I'm just going to wait in this garden here for our order. So we just had our Chinese just in this nice little park here, just off the main road near the cricket pavilion, and just gonna walk back. It was decent enough, filling, and just gonna head back to the room now and call it a night. So there we go, we've made it back to the Premier Inn here. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow as we head back to London. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.